We are lit.
We're lit. We're hip. All right, guys. You maybe noticed that Kyle lent me an awesome shirt about the Canucks. We are good. Matt has also had a jersey switch. And we are moving on, guys. Last 3 teams, cup or bust. Meaning, if they do not win the whole enchilada, the whole shebang, it is a disappointment. Eric, why don't we start with your team, the Nova Scotia Schooners. You've been knocking at the door for quite some time. You've got one hell of a D, one hell of a goaltending duo. We've got lots of good forwards. Kaz, what's the word for Eric's team?
We're going highbrow with the adjective for Eric's team.
We were before?
Hourglass, as in figure.
Oh.
Like that back end.
Thanks.
Do you mean Eric's butt or his roster?
You be the judge.
No, well, I like both. Matthew, what's a player on Eric's team that interests you?
So, true story. For the BC Gems, you will know that you guys are familiar with Science World.
Yes.
For
Interesting.
those
Yes.
Across the SICHL universe, Science World is a quasi museum / educational facility, very popular with children.
Looks like a giant golf ball if you're looking at it
Yeah,
on the shore.
I have a 1.5-year-old child, so we bring her there.
Yeah.
And the other day, we were at Science World, and as we were at the Science World, I saw another small child with a McDavid jersey. Just interesting, living in Vancouver. And as I looked at that McDavid jersey, all I could think of was, that poor child's parents don't love it enough to buy it a Pedersen jersey.
It's probably more expensive.
Nice.
That's the only
That's
thing that
my word.
matters is Pedersen, the best player in hockey.
Yeah.
Everybody
Swedish-
else is
Swedish
less
Jesus.
good.
I could have had him.
So could I.
So yeah,
Thank you.
that's
Thank you, friend.
That's all I have. I just feel
Eric's-
bad.
Eric-
I would like
Eric-
to be more smug than I actually am, but
Eric to
I was
Pedersen
like
is you to Barzal.
51%
I
on
remember
it.
you
You guys
living
are
in
already Chasm. We should have a fight with them because you guys are already good, and then you draft these diamonds in the rough who end up being the best of their draft class. We're supposed to get the good players.
I was really torn on Velarde or Pedersen actually.
I recall.
Actually.
I recall.
Yeah, that was too bad.
Eric, meme yourself.
I will meme
I
myself.
assume it's just your face on Pedersen because that's all that matters.
Well, I was being a jerk with some other guys, so I wanted to be self-deprecating.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah,
you
that-
are
and that
you
is-
are
that
more
needed to
handsome
be
than
there.
him.
It's a low bar, but thank you.
Yes. Okay, guys, rolling on. 2 more teams to go. Boston. Whoo-wee!
Yowza.
Gary
So-
has made some moves. Thank you, taking Fisher and Kunitz
Yeah.
from me.
I should make a note on this ranking. This is the most controversial
Oh.
of any of our rankings. Because
Is that
it-
so?
That's not true. My
From
ranking
a-
not being number
from a-
one.
You're right.
was
from a
Hamburg should be way
mathematical-
higher.
From a mathematical standpoint, purely.
Okay, explain.
Matt's is actually not that controversial. He only changed
Super
one stat
controversial.
based on how I did the numbers here. So
you suck.
Boston here jumped
Two-time
from
defending
10th
champion.
all the way to 2nd, just on the strength of how this was all weighted.
Whoa.
So this is the most
What are you talking about
top-heavy.
their weight?
Well, this is a top-heavy team. So that's Waverly.
insensitive.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Well, I'm so sorry, but I
So-
gotta state the obvious here.
So their goaltending really launches them into
Enormous.
number 2
stratosphere.
territory. Okay, Kaz, what's the word for Boston?
Well, thank you for teeing it up, Eric. The adjective for Boston is devil may care because they do not care about defense.
Yeah.
Truth.
Okay, so they're about middle of the pack with defense, pretty solid forwards, but the best goaltending in the league by a wide margin in terms of how we weighted it. Okay. Boston's been knocking at the door for a little bit. Gary's very active in the league, very competitive. We could see, who knows about the World Conference is always a bit more of a
crapshoot.
wild card than a bit more of a crapshoot than the Canadian Conference, so it wouldn't surprise me to see Gary up there. But at number 2, that's a high rating.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Too high.
A little too high.
Significantly.
We didn't miss you, did we? Did
No,
you say
we-
a player on Boston?
I have not yet. Also,
What's your player
you
on
guys
Boston?
will appreciate the fact that it is 11 o'clock at night. My father and the fantasy football league that our videographer, myself, my father, and just made a move. So
Yeah.
he's active. He's just,
Kyle made a
Wow.
trade while filming us?
no. My father did a move at 11 o'clock at night,
Oh,
which
I
is
see.
way past
Okay.
his bedtime.
Okay. What was the deal?
It wasn't Drake. It's a ad drop.
Oh, it's
But
not
still,
okay.
he's active. He's active.
He's active. He's active.
The player I want to talk about is Nathan McKinnon. Because
Oh, Gary has Nathan McKinnon.
Good.
because
You made 2 moves, by the way.
oh 2 moves.
Wow.
Because the hard talk about Nathan McKinnon last season was absurd.
The what
Do
team?
not reward players for being terrible the season before.
He's very good this year, though.
He's fine.
No,
he's,
he's great.
he's a really good player.
might
I think they're rewarding him for carrying his team.
The
on.
heart talk was ridiculous.
The Hart Trophy pisses me off. Don't get me started on the Hart Trophy. The
we're
Hart
gonna
Trophy.
disagree on this
Hart
one, too.
Trophy pisses me off so much.
We're gonna be here another half hour. I feel like.
Wasn't even in consideration for top 5, maybe top 8. It was an embarrassment for the whole Hart Trophy world.
The Hart Trophy would be an embarrassment if I held the Hart Trophy in any regard, and it's the stupidest trophy in sports. It punishes good players for being on good teams.
It's true.
It doesn't make it.
And it rewards
it's a dumb
players who had
trophy.
shitty seasons the year before,
It's-
bad seasons the year before.
It's actually no, sorry. The
Hey,
worst.
Gross oversimplification.
The worst is
Also,
coach of the year.
Miko
Coach of the year
Rantanen,
is even
more
worse.
important to
Coach
that
of the
team.
year you can only win is if your team is
Wrongly
expected to
disagree.
be bad and you make the playoffs. If you're already a good team, you can't win Coach of the Year. Both those trophies are dumb. Let's move on before we start fighting more. Oh, meme for Boston.
Yes, indeed.
The penultimate meme.
Yes,
Eric, I'm so happy with all these memes. This is
Trader
great.
Gary is
Trader
also
Gary.
devil may care in that
That's right.
sense. Yeah.
Okay,
2
so,
moves! I see what the second one's.
Okay, so Kyle, number 1 in our league. I'm sure you've been dying to know.
Yeah.
He's been dying to go to bed.
Broken record.
It tastes bile.
Broken record. He's the Triple H of our league, which means he's the
Arrow Rising?
terrorizing, or Jean-Paul Levesque. He is the heel, the number 1 heel, and that's because he wins all the time.
Except for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, but you could also argue that he's also Taz, which means he'll beat you if you can, survive if he lets you.
Oh.
Love that
Taz was
tagline.
not a very good wrestler.
In ECW, he was.
Eh.
He is the number 1 team in our league. We gotta get you guys into wrestling one day too. He
Yeah,
for
that is
the
unlikely.
you as a theater person, I will get you into it. I promise you.
It's
just
America's finest art form.
I'm gonna say
I've listened to
It's
a whole
high culture.
podcast about wrestling narrative. Like I
Yeah.
I appreciate
It's
Okay,
literally
fair enough.
North
Fair
America's
enough.
best art.
Okay, we'll move on. Gee's Golden Bears are the number 1 team again. So Gee is number 2 forwards, the number 3 defense, the number 2 goaltenders. No weaknesses, no reason for Gee to lose. Chasm, what's the word for the Golden Bears?
prohibitive as in favorite.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're up there every year, and you can't argue with success. And I applaud you, sir.
Begrudgingly, I have to agree. Yeah, I've heard that dogs don't park. Let's try that again. Dogs don't bark at parked cars. There's a reason that Guy gets a ton of attention on Twitter, on the forums, on the video rankings. His team is always really, really good and still manages to get a lot of draft picks.
Yeah.
Don't know how that works. Matt, player on the Golden Bears that you like.
Not worried about the Bears. However, the player, I don't know how to pronounce the guts to be here. Worst.
Ghost Bear?
Oh, the Ghost Bear.
The guts to be here.
No, you gotta Ghost Bear.
It's the guts to be here.
You gotta call him Ghost Bear.
Her follows up on the worst ratings
Yeah, he
I'll agree on
in
that
league
point.
history.
Isn't his DF like 60 something?
Always awful.
64 DF, 69 checking. He was
That's
a plus
mean.
10 with a very good Corsi, and by the way, 65 points in the NHL.
Yeah. It's
Entirely absurd.
He had 65 points last year.
Yeah. And he's frankly useless in the SACHL.
Yeah.
That's
He's up
mean.
there.
That feels like a personal dig. The person who does the rewrites is like, that Ghost Bear, I'll show him. Yeah, that's not fair. Not that Guy really needs another player to be highly rated. But yeah, exactly. Take that, Guy. Yeah, we're messing up the place. Let's tear this place apart. Last one, guys. The last meme. Eric,
I'll ask him.
what do you got?
So, Guy and I have a history.
Oh,
I actually did one meme.
dalliances?
Like that. No.
A rivalry, if you will.
Somehow that would be less contentious.
Going back to the old Jeff Hackett.
Brutal.
Eric's the Rock.
That was
Guy's
the
Triple
only
H.
good thing that's happened to me in this relationship. I made one meme, and Cooler Heads prevailed, and I actually threw it away because it was too mean. So this is the sanitized, slightly friendly, pokey funny meme. Because he's a winner. I know we are.
Yeah, that's
So-
good. That's good. I like that.
It's not my first choice, but you dodged a bullet there.
All right, guys, that's it. I want to massive thanks to Kyle for not only videoing us, but hosting
Yes.
us in his
Thank
place. Round of applause, gentlemen, for Kyle, good friend.
Take a hidden bow.
Massive thanks to Chasm, the first time he's ever joined us on these. Hopefully,
Hey.
many more
More
years
to
to
come.
come.
Looking forward to it, boys. This has been fun.
Big thanks to Eric for all his memes and for ranking all the teams, ranking all the
memes.
teams.
Happy to do it.
Yeah,
And bringing-
Eric did the lion's share. of
He
the work.
did. And bringing me beer and bringing Kyle beer. And of course, big thanks to Matthew for rescuing me from the bus and for bringing me here and for having a player per team and for being an all-round standout guy.
Yeah, and the Packers suck.
They did tonight.
The Packers suck.
And a big thanks to me. I'm looking forward to doing the power rankings again this year, gentlemen. We have a lot of great ideas. Good.
Good, great.
Do we?
Good.
too great?
The creative well is starting to run dry.
I was going to say, do you
Excellent
keep a
book.
list of ideas like that
Yes.
you've already used?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. Well, I have to.
Yeah.
This year we might hit the 100th power rankings.
Oh.
In which case we're going to do that one's going to be very special. Although I don't remember if it's this year or next year.
I
we're
think
gonna
it
do
might be. I think it's next year.
It might be next year. So the 100th power rankings, we're going to do a very special one. I'm very proud of the one I did last year with the Vicar of Dibley-esque British
Yeah,
Village
that's
one.
fantastic.
So we'll try for another one like that this year. But they are coming. We're going to be doing rankings for this. When we get the video worked out, I don't know when that is. But Mark and Kyle have both graciously offered to help edit because I can't do that. So thanks again, everyone, for watching. Thanks again for being a part of the best fantasy league
Yes.
in the world, the Supreme Intercontinental Hockey League. And that's it for us. We'll see you later.
Thank
Good night,
you,
folks.
Kyle.
Good night.
Thanks, Kyle. Bye, guys.